I have told this event to maybe 3 people in my entire life in an effort to find some understanding to it, but I just came away feeling more misunderstood. When I was 11, I lived in New Jersey with my parents and 2 brothers. I never really had anything out of the ordinary happen in the house until my dad started getting sick. I was being shielded about how sick he was because I was so young, but he had terminal cancer. This was about October of '86. About this time, I started hearing the footsteps almost every night on the first floor of the house. The bedrooms were on the 2nd floor. The dining room and living room were connected by a distinctively creaky wood floor. You knew when it was being walked on. When I first started hearing it at night, I thought it was one of my older brothers sneaking in from being out with friends, but the footsteps never stopped. They circled between those 2 rooms, walking on that creaking floor until daylight. This went on for months, every night, while my dad steadily grew more ill. I had stopped sleeping. I might doze off for the last hour of the morning because I physically couldn't stay up anymore. But here I was, 11 years old, and I was getting annoyed. And one night, I decided to confront this thing. My dad had been moved to the 1st floor of the house for hospice care. This was about April of '87. My mum had finally come to me, even though I knew in my soul, and told me that he was going to die. One of the last nights, I waited for the steps. Like clockwork, they arrived. It took me a few hours of crawling from my bedroom and down the stairs to get to where I needed to be. When I made it to the bottom step, my dad's room was to my right, and the living room / dining room doorway was directly in front of me. I heard the footsteps walk up to the doorway and stop. I saw nothing but darkness, but I felt an intense, overwhelming surge of just pure emotion. All the good and all the bad you can think of, mixed together and intertwined. I remember tearing up, not out of fear, but out of raw feeling. Even now, it makes my eyes water. Was this the scariest thing I ever encountered? Yes, but at the same time, it didn't feel evil. This is so difficult to describe. I apologize. A few days later, April 18th, my dad died. I never heard the footsteps again. A few more days afterwards, in the middle of the night, there was knocking at the front door. 3 knocks in succession. No one else in the house woke up to this either. I was the only one to hear the steps as well. No one was at the door. The porch was empty. The knocks are something I still continue to hear. Always a series of 3. It doesn't matter if I'm at home or in another place. The knocks happen. At first, I thought it was a sign that someone close to me had died, but they have happened at times when no one that I'm aware of has passed away. After hearing them for 30 or so years, I'm wondering if it's a type of acknowledgement. I do want to be clear. I don't believe this was a demon. or a traditional haunting. As scared as I was, when I continued to think about this years later, there seemed to be a purpose to this, and maybe it was to help my dad in his passing, but I don't know for sure, and I doubt I'll ever have answers for it. Thank you for listening. Hello everyone, SinisterShaf here. This story was I Met Death by manningsuz. Thank you for letting me narrate your story. If you enjoyed this video, then please remember to like and subscribe if you have not done so already. Also, if you can, share this video with your friends. You can now also follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links are in the description box below. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay sinister.